Hello everyone, welcome to another Open Cluster Management Community Meetings. Today is June 7, 2024. Today we have three topics on the agenda. The first one, Zhu is gonna introduce us a new Helm repo for OCM, and then Qzheng is gonna talk a little bit about the possibility of a 0.0.14 release. And then later on, I'm going to talk a little bit about a community member suggesting the AWS IAM to do the managed cluster registration. So lots of topic. So let's get started. Zhuzheng, if whenever you're ready, please go ahead.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so last week we have a bug that users use Helm Repo at OCM, and this Helm chart repo URL, there will be an error. Yeah. The reason is we served the Helm chart repos in error, but because some security restrictions in error, this service is degraded. So to fix this issue, we migrated the Helm chart repo service from error to GitHub page. For example, here, let's see more details. So the source of all the OCM Helm charts is in this repo, the Open Cluster Management IO Helm charts, and all the charts are under the charts directory, and we use GitHub page to start a service to serve the charts. So as we can see here, the source is we deployed the service from a branch, and the branch is GitHub page. So we also have a GitHub action. So when there's a PR commit pushed to the main branch, we will see here. We will put all the files under the charts directory to the GitHub page branch. So as we can see in the main branch, it looks like this, and the chart or charts is in the charts directory. And with that GitHub action, all the charts will be synced to the GitHub page branch, and it looks like this. And we use the GitHub page to store all these charts as a Helm chart service. As you can see, it's configured here. So after the service is running, when we access this URL, there will be we can get this chart. This is a chart index YAML. So the main change, from a user's perspective, the main change is previously the URL is this one. This is a service URL in error, but after the change, the URL becomes this one. Open cluster management or Helm charts. Yeah, so this is a change. And we also upload all these charts to the artifact hub here. So if you want to use this charts, you can also search this charts by the artifact hub website. Yeah, I think that's all. Any comments or questions?
So currently, as previously, if we tag release, let's say the cluster proxy add-on, the GitHub action will automatically upload the chart to the Helm chart repo, and then to the Helm chart this repo, and then to the previous Helm chart repo. So we still have this feature enabled, right?
Yes. Yes. So, well, so for example, managers count in the managers count workflow in the release YAML, it has submit charts to OCM chart repo. So when we create a new tag for the managers count repo, it will send this charts to the upload these charts to Helm chart repo and to the main branch. And after it, there will be a new commit to the main branch. And when there's a new commit, this GitHub action will sync this charts to the GitHub page branch. And after when there's a new change in the GitHub page branch, there will be it will trigger the publish or action to deploy the new chart source to the GitHub page service, like this one. Yeah, it will auto deploy. So yeah. So for upload a new chart, there are two ways. First, you can manually upload your charts to the main branch in the charts directory, or you can configure this to your to add-ons. We have actions like what the managers count add-on did.
Yeah, that looks great. Thanks.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay.
Thank you, Zhuzheng.
I'll still share. Thank you.
If there's no question for Zhuzheng, we're gonna move on to the next topic. Zhuzheng, do you want to talk a little bit about the possibility of a new release? I guess it's a little bit early release.
Yes. Let me share my screen. Yeah, so I'm taking a look at all the client GitHub issues in this release. So I want to check whether we want to include those. We actually we have finished quite a lot. I want to double check whether we want to finish out on plan or we can move them to the next release. Because there's also a question about what in the Slack channel on when we plan to release the next OCM. So I will like to go through each one. So for this one, the about API, I actually have a work pending PR on that, but that is blocked by the upstream about API PR here. So I don't think we can finish it in this release. I will later remove that, remove out that to the backlog. For this one, I think we don't have any progress. Hao Qing is not here. Today I will check them next week, earlier next week. So since this one, there's no let me see what's this. Okay. So this one is about removing the add-on, the built-in add-on. Maybe I will take a look at that. I think it's not a big task. I will try to check whether I can make it. So Zhujian, this one is still in progressing, right? We will finish it in the next release. So this for the 0.14, we have finished all this part.
Wait. Yeah, we'll do this in the next release. The 0.14 we didn't do some migration in EDCD.
We didn't do this, right?
We didn't.
Okay. Could you update this one if we don't do that, and then we move that out of the 0.14.
Okay.
So copy. I have an in-flight PR on that. I hope I can finish it. So it's in the class ADM. I have a PR still work in progress, but I hope I can finish it in this release. So currently the idea is to add a flag in the class ADM. So you can specify the cluster name and enable the copy import. Then the copy cluster will be not automatically, but on demand joined to the OCM by this command. So this is a current. I will put the PR here. So if anyone is interested, please take a look at this PR, and any questions, please also add to this PR. Yeah, Hao Qing is not here, but I think, let me check. Yeah, I think we have finished the 0.14 things. I will mark it as done. and let Hao Qing to double check again. So ARM support and optimize image size. This is all about add-on to provide ARM images. Like today we don't have the ARM images for managed service account and the cluster proxy. So Zhu Jian, Xuezhao, do you think we can do that?
For ARM support, I think we can do that, but in this issue, it's also mentioned that to merge the, it's not this one?
It's a two different one. This one is only for the ARM image support. There's another one to optimize image
okay.
size.
Okay, so for managed service account, I think we can support that.
Yeah, for class proxy, I want to plan a refactor, maybe relate to the migration to add-on manager that issue. So at the I think the ARM support can include in the refactor, the big refactor task.
So that will be in the next release, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you create an issue like to ARM support for image size? Only for cluster proxy. I will rename this to only manage service account.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And I think this one is a bit more complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe let's move that out.
Yes.
Another one for you, Zhu Jian, daemon set. I think I can do that. Maybe let me do that. Sorry.
And I will do that.
Okay. This one is a bug that so they want a way to not merge the label. So currently for the resources in the manifest work, like the labels here, we will merge the labels with the existing resource. So something like if you in the existing resource, you have another label called app1 with a key, and then if in the manifest work claim like this, the two label will be merged. In most cases that works because we don't know whether there's other actors will add the labels on the resources. But there's also a request to remove the labels. So we don't allow that today. I don't think we either need a way that we have a configuration saying we want to fully remove labels or fully replace labels or other sayings in here. I need to think about that. I don't know whether I can finish it in this release. I will move that out. This is done. I'm not sure whether Liu Wei is here. I will check with him. But let's put it here right now. Oh, so Xuzhou, there's a one PR on this, right? Yeah. Okay, I think we should be able to finish it.
Yeah, the PR is holding.
Yeah. This one is a Google Scholar project. I will move that to the backlog. It won't be finished in this release. And another one is a validation part. So is that just an API validations on the CRD?
I don't know this. I will take a look.
Okay. So we have, yeah.
We also have some other bugs that was already fixed, but it's not added here. Should we add them to?
Yes, I think so if we haven't.
Okay.
Is that already finished?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you check if there's anyone maybe?
Yeah, I will add them.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's all. I think that's thing. So I think we are almost done. We can check this. We can check this list next week on next community meeting. If we are done, I think we are able to release the 0.14. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think we have enough content and changes and feature enhancement to do the release.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So we can check in the next community meeting. If it's in a good shape, we will start to release.
Okay.
Okay, I will stop sharing.
Any other question for QGen? Okay, I'm gonna go to my topic then. Someone in my topic is about the someone's proposing instead of the certificate for registration, our certificate dance for registration for the managed cluster to the hub cluster. They would prefer to use a they want to develop the AWS IAM to replace that. The main motivation is on EKS, which is the vendor that they use. It doesn't really support the client authentication, the certificate client authentication, which is what's needed for us to do the managed cluster registration. So they drew a very high level diagram, and then they mostly replaced the certificate dance here, where we create the CSR from the managed cluster, and then we approve it on the hub cluster, and replace it with a very simple box of having the AWS controller create the hub queue config using the IAM and IAM creds, and then the managed cluster auto accept. That's the settings that we already have. But I think the main question I have right now is, during the in our certificate CSR request, the data I think contains, for example, the cluster name and then the agent name. So, once it's approved, the queue config it generates. Not only it has the agent name, so for this particular user, but it also means that the RBAC, it's only allowed on that particular namespace. So this is something I feel like the current diagram that they introduced is missing, or do you think Qijang, Liang, if this is something that is can be worked around with, or what are you guys' opinion on that?
So I think something is missing here. I'm not quite clear, not quite sure whether it works. So for example, if there is an IAM controller that create a hub config secret, is it possible to the config secret is able, like the user and group is just the same as what we have in the CSR. If it is okay, then I think the flow could work in general.
Yeah, so you're saying this right here, this hub queue config needs to be, have the permission, have the RBAC with a certain scope, so that it
Yeah,
can, like, this managed cluster, let's say cluster 1 cannot access cluster 2 stuff like that, right?
yes,
Because
I think.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure whether it's a token in the hub config secret, but if it's a token, the UID and group ID in the token needs to be something like open cluster management. The cluster name adds the agent ID, and the group name must be something post prefix and the cluster name. So it should be the same. If it's the same as what we set in the CSR, it should work. Yeah, but I think one thing that is missing here is about the add-on part. Like we also help to register the add-on. So the link in the right, as you say here, show here is a common library that to register both managed cluster and the add-on. We probably need to we need to have like to refactor this one and maybe make it more common, like the one that doesn't really only about client server, but also is able to support other credential provider. But and then in that way, maybe the add-on and Classlet agent itself can all use the same common controller. Yeah. And then Yang, do you have any comments on that?
I have not finished review this proposal yet. Maybe I will provide my comments later.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Qiuzhen. Thank you, Liang. So mostly it's about having the having the AWS IAM controller create the config with the certain format that we sort of expect, so that we know that the RBAC is limiting the scope of the managed cluster access to the hub cluster, as well as the add-on, as you said, the add-on needs to have a kubeconfig as well, which this part only mostly talking about the clusterlet agent. So those are the two things. What about? I think. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. So I think the thing is, I think maybe we need to have more details on what request the AWS IAM controller will send to the I think it will send the request to the AWS IAM, right, service. We need to know what's a request, what's a parameter in the request. Can we like setting something like the UID, group ID, etc. in the request, and then if with that it is able to. So I think there are some missing details in this in this box in the dash line. We need to get more details on this. Yeah, on this part.
Absolutely, yes. It is hand waving a little bit.
Yeah.
What about the we also detect the certificate when it's about to expire. We auto renew. Like, do you think they need to worry about that? Any comment on that? I guess it's going to be taken by their AWS IAM controller. So
yes. So the renew part is I think it depends on each different implementation. So in certificate, the renew is in certificate implementation. So if there is the token in here, is also will like expire and renew. They need to have a way to renew that also.
Great. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, once I upload this video, they can also take a look at our initial discussion. And then Liang, whenever you have some cycles, please provide some good feedback. Thank you so much, Qiuzhen, Liang. That's all for me. Any questions for this topic? If not, thank you everyone for joining. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.